Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel GMB Show. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The Chase fans were left fuming as they claimed the show gave away a huge prize for charity based on a wrong answer. The Chase fans were left fuming as the Celeb Squad bagged a whopping £116,000 for charity after what they claimed was an incorrect answer. In a thrilling Christmas special, Coronation Street's Tony Maudsley, Pointless Maestro, Alexander Armstrong, Olympic hero Bryony Page, and actress Carrie Godleman faced off against the formidable Chasers. However, controversy struck when host Bradley Walsh posed a question to Armstrong. What name is given to a pointed hand tool used for making holes in the ground for seeds or young plants? Presented with choices A. Dibble, B. Nibble, or C. Quibble, Alexander hesitantly chose A. Dibble. Although deemed correct, viewers quickly argued that the proper term is dibber, not dibble. One viewer remarked, "Lee Mack and WILT taught me that it's a dibber, but okay," reports the Express. Echoing the sentiment, another chimed in, "It's actually called a dibber, not a dibble," and continued, "It's dibber, not dibble," which prompted agreement from another fan. "That's what I thought as well." Gardener's World has hailed the dibber as an ideal tool for gardening, defining it as a long pointed stick for poking uniform holes in the soil, perfect for planting seeds, seedlings, cuttings, and small bulbs. Despite the dispute, all four celebrities reached the final chase and triumphed over Jenny Ryan, also known as the Vixen, with 3 questions to spare, even as she blitzed through a series of rapid questions from Walsh. Meanwhile, eagle-eyed fans observed that once again, during a festive episode, the celebs hit the jackpot, with one tweeting, "Oh wow, what about that? Another celebrity Christmas special jackpot being won." Another chimed in, noting the discrepancy. "Normal show's been harder, but the Christmas special as easy as anything." However, several viewers didn't hesitate to commend Tony on his stellar performance in the crucial moments, with one enthusiast posting, "Tony Maudsley won, well done, smashed it." Echoing the praise, another fan responded, "Tony smashed it in the final chase." Bradley Walsh felt a familiar tension as the final chase clock ticked down. The team, Harriet, a florist who dreamed of opening her own shop, and Sam, a delivery driver who hadn't taken a holiday in 5 years, stood clutching each other's hands, breathless. They had played brilliantly, racking up an astonishing £116,000, one of the biggest totals in the show's history. Across the studio, Mark Labette, the Beast, adjusted his glasses, a bead of sweat rolling down his temple. He had been one step behind all game, stumbling on a tricky Greek mythology question and a rogue pop song lyric that had Harriet squealing in delight. The final seconds flashed red. Bradley's voice boomed, "Your time starts again, now!" Mark answered quickly, "Bobby Moore." Bradley looked at his card, blinked, and said, "Correct." The klaxon sounded. Time was up. The studio exploded in gasps as Bradley turned to the contestants with that mischievous smile. "You've done it! You've beaten the chaser for £116,000! Harriet burst into tears, while Sam hugged her so hard he nearly knocked her over. Confetti cannons fired, the audience roared, and Bradley wiped a tear from his eye, laughing, "Drinks are on you two then." But as the credits rolled, Twitter exploded. Bobby Moore wasn't the right answer. One viewer fumed. Another posted a clip zooming in on the question. Who captained England in the 1982 FIFA World Cup? Mark had answered Bobby Moore, but Moore had retired years before that tournament. The correct answer was Brian Robson. Fans flooded the comments, tagging ITV, demanding an investigation, and calling it the biggest error in the chase history. Some threatened to complain to Ofcom, while others joked that they would join the chase to get free money on wrong answers. Meanwhile, backstage, Bradley was staring at the card, a quiet storm brewing behind his eyes. "This says Bobby Moore," he muttered, showing it to a stunned producer. Mark paced, shaking his head. "I knew it was Brian Robson. Why did I say Bobby Moore?" The contestants, unaware of the brewing chaos, were already dancing in the green room, planning holidays and paying off debts in their heads. ITV issued a hasty statement the next morning. "We are aware of the error in last night's episode of The Chase. We are conducting a review and will honor the prize awarded to the contestants." But the fans didn't calm down easily. Hashtags like Chase Error and Wrong Answer Gate trended for days. Some demanded a rematch, others said Mark should get a second chance, and many simply couldn't believe that a historic $116K was handed over because of a single slip. Through it all, Harriet and Sam held their prize check with shaking hands, refusing to let the chaos ruin their moment. "We'll take it," Harriet whispered, smiling. "It's the luckiest wrong answer in the world." And somewhere in the background, Bradley just shook his head, muttering, "Only on the Chase."